Very seldom are people actually using their phones to transact, but what they tend to be doing with it is price comparisons, browsing catalogs, getting ideas of different products. I think if retailers are not there now, I think in the next 12 to 18 months, you're going to see a huge, huge shift where people know that this is going to be the means of survival now. So they will be getting there. But, where the tricky part is actually integrating all these legacy systems with the new system. So you've got things like, livestock control, and that's more the tricky part, because what the consumer wants is value, and they don't understand that there's this integration process. So even though a site, say Dion Wyatt, for example, they've got an app, they've got a Mobi site, they've got a website, but the basics of stock availability, you don't see that. And to the consumer, they will, they'll get upset. It's like, well, why can't the website or the Mobi site tell me, if this fridge is in stock? They'll automatically blame the Mobi site, but it's not the Mobi site. It's what happens at the back end. So I think it's tying up the pieces for the retailer. They really need to do all of that in the next couple of months. And there's this thing where people now want to have rather than driving around from place to place finding out what's what, it's nice to be able to actually create some sort of a wish list of different products. But where there's a lack, again, is from a retailer point of view, is that there's just sort of like a bulk supply of information to you instead of that personal relevance. I'm Lynette and I shop at Clicks. One would assume that, Clicks would analyze my shopping patterns and deliver, relevant email marketing, or even if it's print marketing, those specific products, when toiletries go on offer, beauty products go on offer. But instead, I'm getting offers on nappies. This is the common, grievance with consumers, is that retailers are, they've got the information there. All the data is in there. When you sign up for a Truitt's account or an Eggers account or whatever, they ask you all these questions. But when it comes to actually connecting with the consumer, they're just not getting it. And I think now retailers are understanding, because of the fast pace of the consumer. So that is another trend where it's now the shift towards actually delivering personalized information, but in terms of product information for shopping, just to make your life a little bit easier. Another trend is obviously with the whole mobile trend going on, is you've got two types of users. You've got your apps and you've got your mobile optimized sites or responsive sites. So with the expectation of downloading an app, there is this expectation from the user that the app is going to do something a little bit more in terms of giving me relevant content. And how an app traditionally would do that is via push messaging. Whenever there's new news, then you get a push notification, and it's very intrusive because, it basically overtakes your phone, and you click read, and you actually read this information really, really quickly. And if it's interesting, you communicate with it or you interact with it extremely quickly, which is one of the benefits of it. And that is what consumers actually expect from retailers. And very few are actually doing that. When you subscribe to the things like Amazon and all of that, there's this ability, especially with Amazon, they do it really well, where they understand your browsing habits, your purchasing, and based on that, their recommendation engine, whenever you go into the Amazon app or website, it will show you products that you're likely to be interested in. And that's what retailers are sort of trying to do here. But Amazon obviously takes it one step better in that, they target you and deliver that very, very personalized content.